What's going on, Aurora Alliance, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront weapon review overview type video. Now in this video I'm going to be looking at the DT-29, which is one of the new weapons to Star Wars Battlefront from the Rogue One Scarif DLC pack. The DT-29 is unlocked via a HUT contract, and this HUT contract is known as Krennic's Offense. You have to get 25 kills as Director Krennic, which turns out to be one of the harder parts of this HUT contract, if I'm honest with you. I couldn't really find any hero pickups in the Rogue One Scarif DLC game modes, so I couldn't actually use Krennic in a normal match. I had to go into Heroes vs Villains and use him in there. 25 kills in a 3-round win of Heroes vs Villains is extremely hard to do. It takes a long time. Next, you have to use 10 personal shields, which is really easy. Obviously, you can keep activating them one after the other until you've unlocked all 10, basically. And then you have to get 50 kills with blaster pistols, which is really easy again, as the blaster pistols in this game are probably the most powerful weapons, if I'm honest with you. The SE-14C seems to kill people in one burst, with the DL-18 and the DL-44 being extremely powerful and can kill people in 1 or 2 shots, as long as your accuracy is good enough and you don't miss. If you miss, then you are at an extreme risk of dying. If you look at the DT-29 stats, the damage is extremely high. It's one of the highest damages for the pistols. Its rate of fire is also extremely high. Its range is pretty average. I found at long ranges it's really hard to get kills because the accuracy isn't the best with this weapon, but at close range it is an awesome gun, so I do like using it. It doesn't have any cooling power because it has to be reloaded manually, which is where this gun has a bit of a letdown feature. It takes a long time to reload this weapon, which does compensate for the high damage and high rate of fire. If you're coming up against a large group of enemies, it is highly recommended to use as much cover as possible if you are using the DT-29. That tends to be how I survive a lot. I kind of stand behind things, wait to reload, or I pick my shots very carefully, so I try to miss as little shots as possible. I've found when I do miss, I tend to die quite a bit unless I get my accuracy back on target with the next shot. But it is a difficult gun to use, with it not really having a sort of exact crosshairs. It just kind of has the circle of 6 dots, which indicate roughly where the bullets are going to be going. So it isn't the most accurate of blaster pistols, but like I said before, it is extremely lethal and great for close range. I found myself getting a lot of kills on small game modes. My favourite game mode in Star Wars Battlefront is actually Cargo, and I think I tend to get around like 40 kills minimum with the DT-29 at the moment, and less than 10 deaths. So this weapon for me is absolutely great, and obviously I can still use my star cards, unlike the A180. That's the only letdown with that weapon, but with it having a lot of modes, it kind of is extremely versatile for a lot of situations. I would prefer to use that weapon for the larger game modes because it kind of has a sniper, it has a mode which is going to damage vehicles, it has a mode which is its standard mode for close range gunfights, and it also has the blaster rifle, which is extremely powerful, to be honest with you. The blaster rifle is my favourite mode of the A180. But back to the DT-29. If you haven't unlocked it, I really recommend going for this HUT contract. It will take a while to get the Director Krennic kills if you don't play Walker Assault or the Rogue One Scarif DLC game mode, where you can get the hero pickup and just keep killing and killing and killing until you actually die or the game ends. Or you can do it the hard way, which is the way I did it, which was kind of long and very tedious, playing Heroes vs Villains and hoping that every time you get the Imperial side that you can select Director Krennic faster than anyone else can, and also get a lot of kills while trying to dodge the heroes because you don't want to die while you're Director Krennic because you need the kills. I will be doing a full review of the DT-29 when its full statistics are actually listed online, and then I can tell you how much damage it does, its drop-off damage, its drop-off distance, things like that. Statistics which aren't exactly easily visible on the game where you can choose your weapons. Let me know down in the comment section below what your experience is with the DT-29 and whether you like it or not. I know it won't suit a lot of players' playstyles, but it is a great weapon, so I do recommend at least giving it a fair chance. Smash a like on the video if you have enjoyed it, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to join the Aurora Alliance and be kept up to date with all things Star Wars. Other than that, may the Force be with you.